There's two things. Obviously, we'd like to know what's in the Badlands that makes the Badland dwarves move to the jungle.
Alright.
Since we know why the jungle dwarves are moving north. But we don't know why the Badland dwarves are moving. So either that or just an auxiliary thing. I'm not sure if any of you are aware of this, but the jungle dwarves are actually protecting the east coast here. Yes, east.
Yes, he's good.
Actually, protecting the east coast here from what would you call it? A large group of vampires.
Oh, large.
Interesting.
Jungle dwarves are?
Yeah. They've been doing it for
a brood of.
Exactly.
I don't know what
A coven?
A brood.
Okay, yeah.
It's a large group of vampires in a large pyramid structure on south of. It's actually south of Great Coast City. But the jungle dwarves have been building a fire there every night to prevent the vampires from leaving this ancient temple, and we need to make sure that they're still doing that, that they haven't stopped. If they're moving north.
Jungle dwarves doing this.
That could be bad.
They mentioned not liking fire when
Yeah.
we were talking with them, so guessing they're not doing much of that right now.
Yeah, I've heard that. This guy seems to know a lot of stuff, and he's just kind of feeding it out to you in small pieces. He goes, yeah, I've heard that they generally disdain fire because of their calling to build this fire at the temple. 28 tribes, I guess you call them. I mean, I would say village, but they just roam around looking for food mostly. So, but they're a village of dwarves. 28 villages of dwarves that have been tasked to build this fire. They rotate the responsibility. If they stop doing that, we could have a real vampire issue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, right. And they're not hurting the dwarves, are they?
So he shows the map, and right here where it says temple, that's where the big pyramid is, where the jungle dwarves are supposed to be building bonfires every day to keep the vampires inside the temple. And then he goes, and of course, then there's still the mission of the Badlands to figure out why the jungle dwarves are, why the Badland dwarves are displacing
What's
the jungle
in the
dwarves.
Badlands?
Dwarves.
No,
Just
no.
dwarves.
You were saying that's what you wanted to know. What was in the Badlands?
Yes, what's making the Badland
making
dwarves
the
move
Badlands?
out? So
Yeah.
basically the same mission, except what's making the Badland dwarves move instead of what's making the jungle dwarves move.
Okay.
So I think the most important point is making sure that fire is still lit first, and then we can find out what's going on in the Badland.
That would obviously be the first stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
wait.
that might answer both
Are we
questions.
finding the Badland thing?
We're finding the fire first.
Yeah.
Oh, we wanted to
Making-
say we're going to go to the
making sure
fire
that
first
fire
to
is
make sure the
being
fire.
lit.
Okay.
Make sure that-
Because
yeah.
vampires
And
could be
then
why
push on to
everything's
Badlands.
leaving. If vampires are
Right,
getting out.
but vampires are out there.
They're not wasting their time on dwarves, I imagine.
I mean, vampires are out there. We'd want to be out there as vampires.
But we want to make sure they're being kept in their prison.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess let's head out that direction.
Yeah.
How long is it gonna take us to get out there?
Is this one gonna get us like a cart or something? That's a much longer trip.
Yeah, that's
Oh wait,
pretty
so is
far
this
to ask.
wait, is it longer? Yeah, yeah.
That's
How
a
Yeah,
much
it's
far?
gotta be-
farther trip.
From
there
there
to
to
there?
there.
He says, yeah, I think we could
Ride on a
spring for,
with your guys.
I mean, because if I pay you to travel there, and he looks up, he calculates, maybe even counts on his fingers a little bit. Yeah, you know what? We can spring for Circle Trans tickets to get you guys to Great Coast City.
Wait a minute.
Nice.
We were supposed to get 2 silver per day for travel and investment. We were gone how many days?
13 days,
So why are we on? Oh, did you just divert all? Did you
1
convert-
day of combat. Yeah,
Yeah. Did you convert it all into? Oh.
I heard.
Okay.
So 3 gold,
Was that 3 gold then?
Yeah.
4 silver. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just checking my bag here, and I want to make sure. So you're not a wizard then? Sorcerer? Are you a sorcerer? Mhm. Just kind of born with those skills. He goes, are you familiar with the circle trends?
Mm.
None of you guys have ever ridden the circle trends. He goes, okay, well, it's the goblins run the circle trends. So,
What did you
perhaps
say?
you haven't.
Circle train?
No,
it's-
what?
it's
The what?
Goblins.
The circle trends?
The goblins? Oh, the
Run
goblins?
it. The goblins
Run it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, basically they have teleport circles in each city. It's pretty expensive though, so I imagine if you, you know.
But you would be paying for this?
Yes, we will be paying for it, just because it'll get us the information faster, and also we won't have to pay you to travel.
Okay,
Right?
so you're going to pay for there and back?
Okay.
Yeah, round trip tickets, so you can report back.
Awesome.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Alright.
So Richard is drawing, he takes out 6 of the things and he writes on them, and he gives you, 2 to each of you. And it's, and the tickets say from Highguard to Great Coast City,
Yeah, how close
and then
is
the
it?
other one says
Okay.
Great Coast City to Highguard.
Okay.
Because it's only like a, what, 2 day? Where's Great Coast City? Right here.
And then the temple
Great
is, you
Coast
said
City.
Right there. So
Square
there,
is
from
a
there.
day's
How many
travel?
squares?
Right.
1,
So
2,
it's
3.
Still 3 days south,
Still
right?
3 days.
Yeah, 3. 3?
3? And
Yeah.
we're still
Okay.
getting the same pay?
Are we still getting the 2 silver per day?
The same pay.
Okay.
No.
Just you pay for
Pay
the
increase?
But we'll pay
jump.
for the.
Yeah.
the jump, the cheap,
Pay for the
the
trans.
Yeah, he did the math. If
Yeah.
he's going to pay us to get there
Yeah.
slow information,
sure.
it's cheaper to just get us there quicker.
Okay.
And you can tell these vouchers he's written in, he's probably getting a discount through the circle trends
Yeah.
anyway.
Sure,
Right?
okay.
Bulk purchase kind of thing. But
Okay.
even so, the tickets are 7 gold pieces. Right?
Okay,
So
yeah.
the value of the ticket is 7 gold pieces. So that's like 14 gold pieces to get there and back. So he is spending a little extra, but he's getting the information. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So he says, you go down to Gougeco.
Gotcha.
You know where the Gougeco terminal is? And he pulls out a city map, and it's just around the corner from the
Okay.
government building. And he goes, again, because it's so expensive, really, you only get a lot of
High class people?
high-class people, I guess would be people with important business. Let's say that, because obviously all the businessmen are trying to make a profit, and if they're making enough money they can afford the circle trends, they're doing pretty well for themselves.
Okay.
He goes, you just give them the ticket. You'll go in. Now you will have to take all your weapons and put them in a bag. They have the bags there. Put all your tickets in the bag. They inspect the bag. You seal it up. They're really kind of lax on security, but please don't try to sneak any weapons through the circle trends. It just causes an incident, and should the incident be costly enough, the goblins might shut down the Highland Circle, and that would be ruinous, basically. Yeah, a lot of our high quality items are actually couriered by goblins through the circle trends, rather than coming overland because bandits and whatnot. So please don't try to pull the circle trends. You'll go in there. They will send you to the Underdark, which is their hub, and then don't worry about that there. Just wait there until they announce that it's time to go to Great Coast City, and then go through the teleportation circle again. Right. So the guys that look for the goblins with the clipboards. They'll explain everything. They'll tell you when to step into the shimmer, and you'll be instantly transported there. It's mildly disoriented, but don't worry about it. The circle trans is safe on both ends. It's guarded by the Gougeco guards, so you'll be fine. And then they'll take you, they'll escort you outside where you'll open your bags. So please don't open the bags before then. Again, we don't want to cause any kind of incidents. And then continue on your way from Great Coast City.
Okay.
Right?
Fair enough.
All right. Will you be leaving today, or will you be taking the day off?
When's the next circle trans out of town? Our appointment was at 2. I'm gonna guess it took us about an hour, at least 45 minutes to an hour
Probably.
for that big spiel of whatever. Plus we had to go through the whole zone of truth thing.
Yeah,
So-
probably been there probably an hour.
What time is your appointment?
Our appointment was at 2. You
Yeah.
told us.
It's at 2:30. If you rush, you can make it.
Do we want to get supplies?
Wait a minute. No, okay, no, our appointment started at 2.
Yes, and he's talking, and he says, if you leave now, you can make it.
That all that.
It's just around the corner.
I know, but like everything that we just did didn't take longer than a half an hour.
No, it's just half an hour.
Okay. All right.
We gonna get any more vouchers for like
Do we need?
supplies and?
Oh, do we need more food and stuff?
I might want to restock.
We've got 40.
We have a lot of rations. I think we could probably just go. I think we're good. Let's just go.
Now?
Yeah.
When's the next one after that one?
Yeah, the next half hour is probably like.
At 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, if we go now,
Okay.
we're
That way
going
takes you to,
into another town, so we can
West
get
Yeah,
supplies
we'll be
there.
fine. We'll be good.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Book it, I guess.
Yeah, but you won't be able to do the whole voucher thing because that was just from the guard, city guard.
Right, yeah. We will have all the things we need, right? We're good.
Yeah. But you only have
Yeah.
6 days travel total on this one, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Okay. So you guys book it and you make it just in time. The goblin waves you through. He goes, yeah, you don't want to miss this one. And he grabs your tickets as you go by. You jam all your stuff in bags and you zip them up. You fasten them. And the goblin comes over and puts a tag on it and goes, go. And you arrive in a circle and you see several other goblins there carrying large backpacks. And the shimmer starts, you jump into it. Okay. You come in. You appear on the other side of the teleportation in a large half. Okay. It's half a cylinder. It's a room underground, and it's half a cylinder, and it's very long and very wide. But it's half a cylinder, and there's a small circle in the middle, and the floor is painted in pie shapes, right? With different names around the thing for the places you might go. You see this mutated blue dragon there who's just cast the spell, and next to him is a guy with a clipboard, goblin with a clipboard. And he goes, move aside.
We
Yeah,
need this all.
that'll work. Yeah.
Okay, we
There's a
move aside.
whole bunch of people here, mostly goblins, and a lot of the goblins are just carrying heavy packs as they transport goods from one city to the other. But there's also humans. There aren't any more dragonborn though, but lots of bugbears. And so you find the pie shape that's labeled Grey Coast City, and you see everybody else just kind of sitting on the floor waiting. And they've all got their red bags with them, and many of them goblins are carrying the large backpacks.
Are we waiting for what's?
Do you know where you're from?
No, I don't have that. Yeah, I don't have that information.
Are we?
Mhm.
Are we
from
going?
Itch Mountain.
Oh, okay.
Are we going to?
So one of the goblins says, "Hey, where you from, big guy?"
Itch Mountain? I don't have like a city or anything like that.
I'm
it
sorry,
just
I
says-
said guy again.
Yeah, you did. She's a girl.
Hey, big. That sounds terrible. If you say, "Hey, big girl." Well, that's.
Hey, big-
Hey, big lady.
Hey, big lady.
Hey, big lady. Where you
I am
from?
big, to be fair.
Why are you saying what's
You are
her
a
name?
bugbear.
I am 7'2", so yeah, it's a very large lady.
And he's, like 4 feet.
Okay.
He's carrying this massive backpack.
I'm from Itch Mountain. It doesn't say a town, but I'm not a
That's
town. or
Inch Mountain is the town.
anything.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, I've been to Inch Mountain. I've been doing this Grey Coast City run though. It's a lot less trouble to get into basically.
Okay.
We don't hang out in Grey Coast City too long before we come back, but every time I go back to Itch Mountain, I start meeting up with cousins and we start drinking, and I missed the transport one time. That's really the problem. So now I'm just trying to stay out of that whole situation. So I just carry these goods down to Grey Coast City." He goes, "Well, have a seat. It's gonna be a while."
Okay.
Well, sit down.
Oh, I lied. It's 30 minutes.
Oh.
That's the shortest in all the campaigns I run. That's the shortest layover we've ever had.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Nice. Yes.
Expedited.
Okay. So
Thir-
in 30 minutes.
About the 20-minute mark, all the goblins standing around you stand up and go, "Come on, guys, let's go."
All right.
And the goblin with the clipboard goes, "All for Grey Coast City, please enter the shimmer." And you see the dragon doing some, and that little circle there in the center starts shimmering, and all the goblins just start jogging. They're trying to be quick, but they got big packs, so they're not going that fast. They just go into the circle, and you guys follow along.
Yep.
Okay.
Boom, you're on the other end. Now, in the Underdark hub, you know, they had all the different places you could go and everything, but when you're in Great Coast City, you can only go to the Underdark. So there you just walk out the door. They say, please leave the bags on the floor. Take all of your belongings. We're not responsible for anything left in the bags. And they just kind of whoosh you out.
All right. So we get all our stuff, and we're just standing in the middle of the city.
Yeah, you're standing. Again, just like Highguard, the Goblin office is very close to the city center. So you're in the middle of Great Coast City.
And we find our way. Okay.
I want to go to the city center and ask them if they know of anything going on in the area that might be driving the door.
Yeah. If they know anything about the temple, is that what that is?
Maybe
Mhm.
nearby
So we're in
fight.
the. Alright, well, what do we see in the middle of?
You see some fruit vendors.
Alright, let's just walk
Yeah.
up
And there's also
grab
people
a-
selling
I mean,
wool.
If it's the city center,
The
we can
economy
go
is
there.
a lot like Highguard, so it doesn't seem that out of place. It's like, yeah, we could be in Highguard. Looks the same.
Okay.
Well, let's go get it.
There's
See
Do
if
you
he's
wanna
got
get
a
a
government
pineapple.
building or
See if
something.
he's got some fruit. Let's see if he's got pineapple or something. Go grab some fruit and ask him if he's seen has any thing going on.
Well, like
I
I was
would
saying, maybe we go
I
to
would
the
think
city,
the city center, like where
whatever
guards
place.
are, mayor is,
Ask if
whatever.
they know
for
anything
the
about
town.
the temple
Yeah.
fires things going on.
Is it like just ask them what's going on in the area? Any sort of
They've
problem?
got
I
a
guess we can just kind
dwarf
of patrol
problem.
them or whatever and see.
if there's like a bounty board or something in town, like see if there's
Oh,
someone
yeah.
that's giving anything away.
Is there a bounty? What is it?
Bounty
What is it they
board.
do on the Maka thing? They
Fox Machina.
Fox Machina, where they go to the
The
Oh, the
Adventurers
bulletin board or
Guild.
whatever.
yeah, where they go up to the board and
Yeah.
Oh, the bulletin board.
the
Yeah, yeah,
bulletin
yeah.
board. That's what I'm trying to say. The bulletin board.
The Adventurers
Wait for
Guild.
Oh, okay.
They do it. They do it even more in Goblin Slayer. That's like the whole thing.
Yeah, Goblin Slayer,
occurs
yeah.
right in
See
front
if
of
there's any
us.
warnings or anything on that.
It's almost like an inn that's part of the
Yep.
Adventurers Guild.
Well, we just want to go up to the bulletin board or whatever to
But
see
no,
if
there's
there's
no
any
Adventurers
notice-
Guild, so but yeah.
But not. I mean, there's no bulletin board either that says, "Oh, hey, have you seen?"
Yeah, like
But yeah,
anything
whatever-
about-
Right,
I've
everybody's
seen
sort
the
of-
vampires.
yeah,
Whatever
freaking
this
out.
city's
Yeah.
equivalent of the office that assigned us the work
Okay,
back
okay.
in,
Yeah, is there
in
gonna be
Highguard.
like you said, like
Go
a
there.
board?
So you
Well,
walk
I
in.
want to. I'll ask the fruit vendor too.
Notifications.
You're gonna ask the fruit vendor,
Yeah, because you know,
and you're
I'm always
asking
down for some
about
fruit.
what's the question?
Well, I was wanting to know if you've seen any dwarves, extra
Sells you a nice
dwarves,
bundle of bananas for 1 silver piece.
bananas. Or have you seen?
Mango.
You haven't been missing any fruit, have you?
It just laughs. But no, the fruit comes from from some of the farms near the coast. I don't know if there's any fruit missing. I buy it from them when they bring it into town. I sell it to you. That's
That's
what-
all it is. You haven't
Yeah.
seen any. And no,
You
no
have a
dwarves.
dwarf problem in your town?
No dwarves. No, they're all in the Badlands, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to find out.
We heard they're leaving the bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Badlands is like 5 days west.
You know anything about that?
Where are you guys coming from?
Highguard.
Oh,
I'm like, where
Yeah.
are we coming from?
Highguard. That's where you're from.
Highguard.
Because they were the terrors of Highguard.
We are.
Yeah.
You know
And,
anything
And
about
maybe
the
you've heard of us,
Yeah.
the terrors of Highguard.
No, I haven't heard of it yet. But yeah, 5 days west. That's where you find the Badlands. That's where you're going.
What about
Yeah.
a temple near?
And you're going to take some of those bananas with you because I heard there is nothing to eat over there. Oh, the temple.
Temple near here?
Oh yeah, it's down south. No one goes there. Yeah.
Nobody ever.
There's
goes in?
rumors about undead, and it's
But nobody
just
goes and checks on
Oh,
that?
No.
No city officials keeping an
No.
eye on that?
nope.
So we head down south. To
Yeah, in fact, you'll find that the people of Great Coast City pretty much stay north of the river. There are some settlements just south of the river, along the banks, just because living by the river is very convenient. But not much farther than that, no. Well, because there's all those goblins down there in the caves,
Goblins where? What?
south of the temple.
south of the temple.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's goblin caves. And then there's no offense, but those dragonborn that live out on Misty Island. They've been known to come in and give people the business, just raiding the shore sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But not like you not like you copper dragonborn though. These guys are more fierce, from what I've heard.
I'm born
Like
to
I said,
entertain, sir.
This is all just stuff I heard because
I'm born to
Yeah.
entertain.
my job is I buy bananas from the farms and I sell bananas to you.
Yeah.
You meet a lot of people in your work, see a lot of stuff.
Oh sure, yeah, a lot of people coming through. I saw a lot of bananas to the goblins as they come in. They usually buy one each. Yeah.
One each. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they're just porters, right? So they're not real wealthy. They don't need fancy equipment like y'all.
So we head down. I mean,
You want to go to
Like go on
whatever the city center is, see if they have any hints or anything? Or
I
if they have
bet
contact?
they don't. They're probably just gonna say the same thing.
I mean, we only asked
But-
for fruit vendor. What's he gonna know?
Right.
really?
Okay, well, we'll go to someone who has more knowledge.
Okay. So you walk into the building and there's guards, right? And there's some clerks there at the front desk, basically. You want to go up and talk to one of those?
Yeah, I mean we've got
At
that
least,
paper that
Well, I mean, we.
Yeah.
is unofficial.
At least,
She's
like,
a clerk.
report
What is
it.
she gonna know?
Or just
Who will we
at
find
least
someone
report
with
into
it?
the town that we're here on business from Highguard, see if they want to help
I suppose.
with anything.
Yeah.
If they can help with what we're doing.
So she says, "Okay, you're from Highguard and you're here to inquire about."
Yes, ma'am.
some dwarves leaving the area.
And she makes a note on a little slip of paper.
Yeah.
And she goes, "So you would probably want to talk to someone in defense."
Okay.
And she makes a little note on the paper, and she goes, let me see if I can get anybody for you. Hold on just a moment." She goes back in the thing, and you see everybody else doing the same thing. They're around on the slip of paper, and they go in the back, and they come back. So she comes back out in just a couple minutes, and she goes, "You're in luck today. One of the generals is available, and he's concerned about Highguard's concerns. So if you want to just down to the end of the counter and take a left, and you'll see meeting room 2. So it'll be the second door on the right. All the doors are on the right. But as you go down to the end of the counter, take a left through that door there. Meeting room 2 on your right.
Okay.
Okay.
Said meeting
So
room
we
So
head
you wanna
down
head down to
room
meeting room
2
two?
and hit them.
All right. And when you go into meeting room 2, there's a guy standing there, older guy, and he goes, "Welcome, from Highguard, you say?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're working on official business?
Yes.
Yeah.
I see. And he's got a like
Are we though?
secretary guy.
Yeah,
with
we're
him.
We're on a mission.
That's true.
Got a letter.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And he goes, "Okay, yeah, well, have a seat. So what are Highguard's concerns? We're not having any troubles here in Draco City."
We've just been seeing a lot of dwarves pretty far north of here.
Dwarves north of here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, in Highguard.
Yeah.
I see. No, we pretty much stay on our side of the river, and the dwarves stay on their side of the river. We've never had any issues with them.
The dwarves we've been seeing have been saying that the Badland dwarves have been pushing them out of the bamboo forest.
Is
Do
that right?
you know anything that would lead to that? Or be caught?
No, like I said, we stay on our side of the river, and the jungle dwarves stay on their side of the river. And as far as I know, the Badland dwarves stay in the Badlands.
What
But
about-
you say they're moving into the jungles now.
this is what we're hearing.
This is concerning.
You know anything about a temple a little south of here?
Oh yes, the temple. It's some sort of religious thing for the
Dwarf?
jungle dwarves. They build a big fire there every night. And there's a whole hierarchy, tribal thing, and each group takes a different night throughout the month. And evidently they've been doing it for 1,000 years. Seems like a huge waste of bamboo to me.
You know if that's still going? Maybe
Uh-oh.
making sure that's still
I
a thing happening?
no, I don't know. I imagine it is. Like I said, they've been doing it for 1,000 years.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, and jungle dwarves only live for maybe 200, 250 years if they, don't fall on their sticks. Maybe bumps the guy next to them.
Alright. I mean, that's our concern. We're just trying to find out why these
okay.
dwarves are coming so
Yeah,
far.
no trouble with dwarves.
And we're definitely going to go verify that fire is still happening.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. That's all we needed. We were just wondering if you knew anything, if there was any.
Yeah, no
Seeing as
trouble.
they've come so
No
far
troubles
north,
here
maybe
in
it's
Great
stopping
Coast City.
What time is it now? Checking the sun as we go out.
Yeah.
Another half an hour past your travel time, so it's only like 3:33, almost 4 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah, you guys like all across the continent. Nice.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. on the
So we head
14th.
out back into the city and
Yeah,
Wanna
but
start
it's
in the morning?
4.
You want to
Yeah,
sleep somewhere nice before we go head out?
yeah. I try and
find a bar.
find a bar, see if
Nice
I can
tavern.
get that
Mhm.
receptionist to come along.
That does,
See-
they
I want
do-
to see if I can get the receptionist to come along
Come hang out.
and go out to the
The
bar.
receptionist of the thing.
Yeah.
But you're a dragonborn. But never mind.
She's not, right? She's human.
Yeah, she's seen. No, she's flattered, but she politely declines.
All right.
Yeah, you find an inn not too far from the city center. It looks like a reasonable place.
Well, there's not much dragonborn in this city.
No, there are dragonborn.
Oh,
in the
okay.
city.
So what do we see at the? Oh, okay, fine. What do we do the?
So we go to a
Tavern.
tavern.
Okay. Yeah, and they've got a big sign out front. It's a private room and dinner, 3 silver pieces.
That doesn't sound
Wait,
bad.
a private room? That means we're all sleeping in one room? No, it's 3 silver.
In a
We're gonna do
bottle.
this each, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's-
okay.
Each person pays 3 silver and gets a private room and dinner.
Right.
That's fair.
That's cool.
That seems
There's a
reasonable.
lounge here, right?
Yes.
With girls, right?
Wait, are we not going fast enough? Do we need to get to the combat quickly?
I'm just saying, if I get killed in combat, I
Why
want to
not?
get laid. That's all.
Good
Hey,
point.
it is so. I can't be pent up before I go into combat. So we gotta do all
Okay.
pre-combat.
Are you looking for a dragonborn, or are you just gonna take as you can get?
I'm definitely looking for Dragonborn.
Okay, make a charisma roll.
Okay. Damn it.
Totally works out for you, but she's kind of ugly.
All right.
Done with that.
Cool.
Okay,
I'll
does
deduct
anybody
my
want
three.
to?
I did 3 gold.
Anybody want to ask any of the other travelers, people in the end, employees, ask any questions?
You guys ask because
So the
I'm
dwarves are straight
Yeah.
just hill folk, kind of. They don't live in the city, so there's no dwarves in this town. There's no.
Yeah, and you run one old guy that starts telling you stories. He goes, yeah, the dwarves, they used to live here in the city. They were what would it say? They were the toadies of the elves. Great Coast City and Highguard were built by elves. But when the humans had an uprising and threw them all out, they chased the dwarves off too. Because the dwarves had been, they're enforcer types,
Oh, okay.
supervisors. So us humans just tossed them out. The bugbears gave us a hand with that.
Wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. You should go and see the Museum of the Kofefe in Highguard. That's where you're from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll tell you all about it. It's before my time, though. It was
Well,
about
I get back, we'll do
155 years ago, something like that.
155.
But yeah, ever since then, the Badland dwarves, that's basically where they all settled down. And that's mostly because nobody else wants to live in the Badlands. He goes, yeah, we do have some jungle dwarves south of here, but, they stay on their side of the river, we stay on our side of the river. It's not really a problem.
Okay.
I'm just having dinner.
No, we know what you're doing.
Yeah, what's going down there?
You're doing talking bar.
I deducted my silver.
Any other questions for the
Yeah, I
old
didn't.
historian dude?
What about this temple south of here?
Yeah.
Trying
He
to
goes,
find it.
oh yeah, there's a lot of stories here.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I think it's all hogwash, but I'll tell you what I heard. Vampire lives in the temple. It sneaks out and snatches up baby dwarves. Turns the baby dwarves into vampires. Right? So the dwarves obviously don't want to be losing their babies. So they build a bonfire in the entrance to prevent the vampires from getting out. And I've heard stories, again, all rumors, that every couple of years, one of them gets out, then there's a big hullabaloo down there south of the river, where the dwarves have to hunt down these vampires that have escaped. Now, they don't like to talk about it because they call them the lost ones. Because remember, all these little vampires are baby dwarves been turned into vampires. So it's kind of a upsetting thing for them.
Okay.
And if it's all true, right? So this is all just. I mean, I've never seen a vampire. I've never seen a baby dwarf vampire. I've never seen a baby dwarf. Come to think of it, I did see a dwarf once.
Okay.
Yeah, I was south of the river, and there were some dwarves off in the distance there fishing.
Not best of fishings, are they? Not the best fishers. Some people.
I resent that.
Yeah, all naked.
Oh, naked out. Those are definitely the jungle dwarves, right?
Yeah, jungle dwarves. I've never been to the Badlands though. Never even travel there. Nothing to see. Took more dwarves, of course.
So these vampires wouldn't be upsetting the Badland dwarves, just the jungle dwarves, right? Badland dwarves have nothing to do with this alleged vampire.
Well, no, I never heard any stories about them snatching up Badland dwarf babies.
just the
That's what you
jungle.
mean. They just go as far as the jungle dwarves.
All right. That's interesting. I have no clue what else to ask.
No problem. So you guys have your overnight, very restful, very nice.
Yeah.
You've been running hard, because you don't have mounts. Everybody else has mounts. You guys have been running hard for several days, sleeping outdoors and stuff, so it's great to be in the inn overnight.
Yeah. Nice comfy night, and then start out our trek for the temple.
Okay. And you have the map that you got from the people in Highland. So you show it to the historian guy, and he goes, "Yeah, that's about where it is. You can't miss it." Right as the bamboo stops, then you'll see the pyramid. It's 800 feet tall, built with stone, and you'll probably see some jungle doors there.
But you've never seen this temple?
No, I've seen sketches though.
Sketches.
Yeah, some people went down from my university, went down and made some sketches and stuff.
Okay.
But none of them ever saw a vampire.
Okay.
All right. So you head the way that you were planning on heading, because now the location is verified,
Yeah.
and it takes you a couple days to get there.
Do we run into any jungle dwarves on our way there?
Mm-hmm.
Can we stop and ask, do they speak common at all? The ones they run
Yeah, a
into?
couple of them speak common, but you run into a group of 30,
Oh,
and they're marching towards the temple.
okay.
So
Can we
Like,
chit chat with them?
like heading that way or
Yeah.
marching that way?
marching that way. It's like it's we got another 2 days before we got to be at the temple and start trying to build the fire.
Like, okay.
And if we don't build the fire, more
Okay.
babies get snatched.
Yeah.
So you guys are still out
You
there
wanna-
building that fire regularly, taking your turns?
Oh yeah, as far as I know.
Is that fire still going?
Yeah, we'll probably see it tonight. Why don't you guys just travel along with us?
Sounds good.
That's good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. These guys seem slightly more organized. They're not carrying sticks. They actually have like axes. So they still wear clothes though.
Are they not wearing clothes?
No,
Oh.
In the book.
but they have they tie things in their beards, little ornament kind of things, and they carry axes. So they're slightly more advanced than all the ones you've run into so far.
A little more decked out.
Yeah,
And they speak common.
a couple of them do.
Okay.
There's 30 of them, and only like 3 speak common.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are headed with them, and sure enough, in the middle of the night, you see a glow to the south after the sun sets. Once the sun is completely down, you can see a glow on the horizon. The fire. And he points at it and he goes, "That's the fire. We'll be there the day after tomorrow."
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Right? These guys also seem to have brought a lot of food with them. It's dried fish and a bunch of root vegetables, like carrots,
Okay.
carrot-like things, and other things that you wouldn't eat. But Must be like carrots.
Yeah.
But they brought a bunch with them. And he tells you, 15, 16. He goes, yeah, we're the 3B village. Yeah, he goes to 3B. He goes, we don't do 1 to 28 on our days like the humans do.
Mhm.
You're familiar with human calendar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go 1 through 14A, and then we go 1 through 14B.
Okay.
Right? And you go, hey, that's just like the goblins do. That's probably what they
That's
go.
the goblins do.
He goes, yeah, so we're 3B. That's why we gotta head out in the morning. And he goes, so I'm getting some sleep. He goes, you can watch that glow all night. It shouldn't go out. If it ever does, there could be trouble.
Yeah.
And he goes to sleep.
Okay.
Do you guys want to keep your watches just in case the dwarves are getting up shenanigans, or?
Nah, I think I'm just gonna make a little nest and get a couple of dwarves and, put one underneath the arm.
Hey, are you talking about getting another charisma roll?
No, I just gotta
Let's
like. I'm in the wilderness. You gotta hug. I don't know what it is. So you gotta stay warm, right? I'm just gonna put one underneath the arm and just sleep like teddy bears.
Yeah, these guys seem pretty trustworthy, pretty serious business, like they're on a mission.
Sleep the night through.
I'll stay up as watch just once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You head out again in the morning. Everybody's eating as they march, so there's no campfires or cooking or anything. They just get up and take off and start chewing on a few roots and have a little bite of fish and keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Second night goes the same. You can tell now you're closer to the glow, but it's still there.
Okay.
And then the third day.
That 18th.
Right. No, it's the 17th.
Okay.
17th.
Yeah, they're 3B. 17. Yeah, because you did a bunch on the 14th, on the 15, 16, 17 to get there.
Okay.
They go, now tonight we're going to march all night. You guys keep up with this, or?
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, yeah. All right, let's
He
do
goes,
it.
you can always catch up. We'll have the fire built by tomorrow, sundown. But you know where it is. You've been watching it for 2 nights, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever you can
I'm
see
sorry,
it.
you can come along with us. So they march through the night. You guys go with them?
Yeah.
We'll march
Yeah.
with them.
All right. When you get there, you see a bunch of soot-covered dwarves. Same thing with axes. And they're like, "Hey, 3B," and they go, "Hey, 2B."
Okay.
And the guy you've been talking to, right? He's obviously the leader, so he goes up and starts talking. They're talking to dwarves.
Did we ask him his name? I mean, we have asked. Obviously, we've been with this guy for the first time. We probably
You've been hanging out with him for 3
right.
days.
We've been hanging out for 3 days. There's 3 of them that speak English, so probably would have asked them those guys what their names are, so that we can make friends and befriend them.
Okay. The leader guy's name is Falco.
Falco.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other 2 that also speak English, who done a little chit-chatting, practice their.
Yeah.
I said English.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The other 2 guys that speak common, they've been chit-chatting with you, practicing common, asking where you're from, basic questions, because they just want to practice their common.
Sure, that's
Their names are Otho and Bordeaux. I gotta write that down in case you guys can
All right. So those are probably the guys.
So you see Falco
Are those guys?
Yeah, they're all men.
Oh, they're all
3 of
men.
those are men.
Wait.
There are women in the group though, which is hard to tell really until you but you've been camping out with for 3 days,
Right.
so
Okay.
you've kind of figured out who's a woman and who's a man.
Alright.
They're very hairy in the right places. And they're all hairy, so the women are just as hairy as the men, so things are hidden. But eventually you figure out who's who, right?
Okay.
I gotcha.
Okay.
I was just kind of, just wanted to, like I said, kind of be a friendship type thing, and
But I think those are all boys' names, so I'm saying that the 3 that speak common were all
Right,
men. All men. So you see Falco go up and start talking to the obviously leader of the 2B, and they exchange a few things in Dwarvish, but most of it seems to be ceremonial slaps, handshakes, bows, and they switch axes. That's weird. You just noticed that. The guy gives him his axe, he gives him his axe, and then the two bees start marching away. All right, there's 30 of them, and then Falco yells out in Dwarvish, and all the guys scatter into the bamboo. That's this direction, west, east. It's east of the temple, and they start hacking away at the bamboo with their axes.
Okay.
The temple is a huge stone building. It looks really old. It's really decrepit. But there's one 10-foot entrance in the front, and you can tell there's still smoldering ashes from the previous night's fire. It just burned out at dawn, kind of thing. There's still smoldering ashes there, and you can see where there's soot up that side of the pyramid from fire after fire after fire, and the entire area in front of the door is ash. So most of the guys go and start. Most of the dwarves go and start chopping down more bamboo. Several of them start scraping away the ash from the entrance. But you can tell that they're all really reticent about stepping inside, right? Stepping into the dark. So they're using poles to basically scrape the ash away and kind of put the embers out.
Okay.
So they're putting out the fire as well. Okay.
Can we maybe have caught the 2B guys before they took off, or at least the leader?
Mm-hmm.
See if he speaks common?
Sure,
And
chasing them.
Is there anybody in there that speaks?
Yeah, and he goes. I'm sure Falco can answer your questions. I'm wanting to get home.
I know, but I'm just you make this march every month, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you guys noticed any Badland dwarves making their way into your guys's?
I've heard stories. None of them come into our area.
No. None of your neighboring areas?
None of the 2B area.
None of the 2B area.
And he looks a little suspicious, but he just is the 2B area.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say where he's from.
Okay. We've just seen, we don't know what area they would be from. We've had a few dwarves come north. Quite a few dwarves come north. Just wondering, they were saying that Badland dwarves were kind of pushing them out. Or maybe wondering where that might be happening.
No, I've heard of this too. Now, these dwarves being displaced, they're not part of the temple guard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so most of them are less competent, but some of them are actually criminals or even or outcasts.
So they live on the kind of outside of your guys' overall community?
The outsiders. So they live farther east than we do, all the way up to the Badlands, and I've heard some of them are having trouble with Badland dwarves, because they came and asked us for help, and of course, he was a criminal. I'm the one to banish the man. He fell asleep during the temple, during our night on the temple, and there's 29 not sleeping dwarves, but you can't have people falling asleep, so we banished him from the family. He's his family.
And as far as you know, you guys haven't had this fire go out at all? You guys have just been real consistent with it?
Next thing he goes, who said that?
Nobody said it. I'm just asking. Question. It seems like what you're doing here is important work.
Well, there have been slip-ups. There have been slip-ups in the past year, in fact. There's been one slip-up in the past year. But we took care of it. A few more lost ones.
Okay.
Sorry to hear.
None from the 2Bs.
None from the 2Bs, of course.
Okay.
Would never suggest such a thing.
We didn't let them out.
Of course not.
Who did?
It's the 14A.
14A?
Yeah, 2 days before us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't see any of them. The 14As. Well, the 1Bs had piled all their bodies on the pyre and burned them overnight.
Oh.
They were all slaughtered by the vampires. Sorry, he doesn't say vampires. He says lost ones. They're all slaughtered by the lost ones.
Oh. That is really unfortunate.
Is there enough of them left to cover that day?
Yeah, they've been very, very dutiful since then. Since that moment.
Is there any chance that one of these lost ones maybe made their way out to the Badlands?
I wouldn't know. You can imagine the 14As didn't really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And as far as we know, all of them were slaughtered, but only the 1Bs could really answer the question about how many bodies there were. If any of them did survive, we don't know them.
Okay.
And we wouldn't treat them very nicely if we found out about it.
Okay.
Yes.
Any chance you could point us in the direction of the 14
14.
1Bs? The
Was it
1Bs
14
would...
B?
And
we
again,
did 14A,
was
but
like-
the 1Bs
14A.
would know who survived.
14A died, the 1Bs came in after him.
he says that the jungle dwarves survive by staying away from outsiders. I don't think I would want to tell you where the brothers of the 1B live.
Okay. Can I make a persuasion check to try and get him to like...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excuse me. 17?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because it's a charisma.
He says, well, all the Temple brothers live west of here. And like I said, the outcasts live farther west. So if you head off from here to the Badlands, you might find some of the other Temple brothers.
Okay. So it's Temple
I'm not-
Brothers, the
Outcasts.
Outcasts, and then the Badlands.
Yes.
Okay. So we can make our way on that way maybe, out to the Badlands and see what's happening out there.
Mm-hmm.
If these outcasts are telling the truth. Okay, thank you. That was very helpful. Appreciate it.
He's like, I'm gonna get back to my family now.
Mm-hmm.
And he runs after with his little stumpy legs. The other guys who are already marching off into the bamboo.
I mean, I guess that was helpful at least a little. That was some information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these lost ones made their way out to the Badlands and is the reason for the Badland guys pushing inward.
Think he's out there wreaking some havoc on him?
Maybe.
Potentially.
That's a good.
Dude, yeah.
Setting up a new temple. Obviously, they like temples. I don't know. Maybe.
But if he's a lost one, isn't he like
A vampire.
yeah? But if he's out there making more vampires, then if he's a vampire, then he's out there making more vampires, right? Which means we probably could potentially have
A vampire.
a vampire problem.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to get hit by vampires.
I don't want to get by a vampire either, but
I mean, we should
I also
go.
don't want a big.
Okay, so when Dee said it goes Temple Brothers, Outcast, Badlands, heading which direction?
Heading
West to east.
Yeah.
yes, from west to east, right? Because the coast is west.
The coast is east.
Coast is east.
No, the coast is west.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't do it again. So yeah, west.
So if you're if you're coming
This
from
is
the
west.
west, then going down to the east, you're gonna hit the Temple
Temple,
Brothers first, the
Temple
Outcast.
brothers, outcasts, Badlands.
Temple
Okay.
Brothers, Outcast,
Mm-hmm.
Badlands.
Uh-huh.
And that's
Okay.
heading east, technically, because the coast is west, so
Right.
it'd be heading east.
Heading
Okay,
east.
got it.
Oh, okay, Temple Brothers. Okay, I got you. And then
I was going to pull up a picture.
well,
So
we wouldn't really need to.
I would say we wouldn't need to make it all the way out to the Badlands, just to the 14 or 1B area
1B. Yeah.
is maybe as far as we need to go to ask a few questions. Depending on the information we get there, maybe push on to the outcast land
Mhm.
edge of it
Yeah.
and see if what they're saying is true. See if it's a vampire problem or
Yeah.
just try and stay away from the Badlands in case it is a vampire problem.
Yeah, I
Actually,
can see
get
how.
in the vampire
I can
world,
see
but
how-
find out
Yeah.
It's the edge
information about
of
the vampire.
Yeah.
problem. Just
Make sure it's somebody else's problem.
yeah, make sure it's like some city with an actual guard and not
Yeah.
3 chuckleheads.
Yeah.
So just
Heard there's vampires around here.
Yeah.
Well, just kind of like wondering how far that would.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I'm looking at the map.
so this is, I presume, the Badlands, and this is
Yeah.
the temple. So
Yeah, you can
1, 2, 3 day
Yeah.
walk. Another
3 days
3 day
to the
walk
edge of the Badlands. Yeah.
to the edge of the Badlands. But I'd like to go maybe 2 days away from the Badlands. A day away from the Badlands. So 2 day walk maybe.
Vampire buffer zone.
Walk.
Yeah, just a buffer zone. I imagine tiny dwarven legs aren't moving that fast if they
Yeah.
are.
Well,
So-
there, yeah.
Give us a day buffer between the possibility.
I don't think I'm gonna find the picture. I'll find it for next time.
Oh, for the
Of the lost ones.
Oh, I think.
Just the picture of this evil little baby.
Oh no.
Oh well, I'll find it for next time. You're not gonna run into one today anyway, so I don't have to say what that looks like.
Okay. So
Okay, so
It's the 17th now, right?
it
Yeah.
seems with the 2 Bs turning over to the 3 Bs, it's the
Ah.
17th.
Uh-huh.
The 2 Bs turning over to the 3 Bs that things are working. None of them seem concerned that it's not working.
Okay.
And they seem to think that only the outcasts are moving north.
okay. So let's go up to maybe the edge of the outcast lands. Hopefully run into some 1Bs on our way.
Mm-hmm.
See what's going. Continue on for 2 days.
Yeah, I gotta write down everything I just said. 14 is screwed up.
Yes.
Yeah, 14
the
days
14 days
are wiped.
The 1Bs burnt them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so they wouldn't turn into vampires.
What happened? Just,
2 Bs gave you the information. And 3 Bs you've been camping out with.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So
That's fine. Falco, Utho, and Porto.
Yes.
Okay.
maybe stay here for the night, see this little process.
Yeah.
See if we see a little lost one peeking its head out before they get this fire started. I don't know.
Make damn sure it gets lit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we move on, make
Yeah.
sure this is nice and lit. Leave first thing in the morning, as soon as the fire burns out. So if they don't get it lit by the next night, we're days away.
We're a day away.
Yeah,
We're a
we
day
are
away from these
gone.
tiny dwarven legs.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the vampires will go on during the day, right? Because of the sun.
Right, 'cause
Yeah.
it's
But I'm saying, if
Yeah.
the next night doesn't get it, if the 4Bs don't get it done, we are a
Yeah,
day
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
So, of those people, like the Falco, Ortho, and Porto,
Mm-hmm.
those guys are now on shift.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
they're all yelling. It's all dwarvish, but they're yelling. You do
Yeah,
this, you
stand
do
up
this, you
and
do
do it.
this.
mhm,
Helping the guys when they get stuck. They're dragging bamboo with ropes,
right. So we
stacking it.
help them out and do whatever.
You gonna help them out?
Do yeah. why
This is the second time you built a fire. You remember that, right?
I know.
Okay.
I mean, I'm big. I mean, I could just like breathe in there and start the fire. Right? Ooh. No, I'm not. I don't think I have fire.
You have acid breath.
Yeah,
acid breath.
breathing.
You have fire bolt though. So you can
Yeah, I could just shoot it in there and be like,
Not too early though.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Okay, so you're helping them out. You guys helping them out, or?
Oh yeah.
Sure, we got
Alright,
nothing else to
alright,
do
for sure.
at the end of the day.
And you notice they work. They take off working right away, but they start taking like 2-hour naps by shift because you march all night.
Yeah, they march.
So, you'll have 5 guys go down for a nap, 5 guys go down for a nap, 5 guys go down for a nap, but then boom, they're back up, eat some food, back to work. They build a huge bonfire, all that runs up the side of the temple 10 or 20 feet, right? Because it's a 10-foot entrance. They build it, 10 feet on each side and 10 feet above the entrance. Just big piles of bamboo sticks. And then they all form a line about 60 feet away from the fire. And Falco goes, usually I run up and light the fire myself, but I understand you do some magic.
yeah,
You want to go ahead and light it up for us?
sure.
He goes, try to get it right in the middle so it burns out and up.
Out and up. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Sure, you firebolt, firebolt, firebolt. And
Firebolt.
off it goes. Okay, and everybody shouts, yeah! And the fire looks good. Doesn't look like there's any edges. It's burning all night. You guys want to do your shift sleeping? Or,
I mean, I better sit, drink, play some whatever, because I'm an entertainer.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
hang out with
I
them.
do.
I don't know about
Right, that's my
ships
character.
or
they should then start shooting dice and getting them to bet their axes.
I got bone dice.
Yeah.
Bone days?
I do.
I do have like this intimidation thing.
Yeah.
This is like, oh yeah, let's just see if we can. You guys got any money? Can we show them a shiny coin?
You can see all the dwarves at the 60-foot range. There's enough smoke coming off this green bamboo that they're all, it's heavy, it's sooty. Yeah, it's getting sooty. So if you stay there, you're gonna end up getting sooty too at the 60-foot range.
Alright, so we
Back
got
up
like,
some,
head back a
farther
bit,
away.
right? Yeah.
All right.
Make a little camp, drink some wine that I probably still
Right.
have.
I don't know. I want these guys to be my friends. I don't think I want to.
None of the dwarves join you though. They stand in a line, staring at the fire
Do they really? Like, we can't even get them to come
all
and
night. They
like
just stand there all night,
drink
staring at the
and-
fire.
play some music.
Every once in a while, one of them shouts, and some more shout.
Can't even feed any rice wine.
No, they all look really serious.
Put it up to their lips.
These guys are on duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we have a little fun. Have they been sharing their food with us, or have we been forced to eat our rations?
I know, really.
No, they're not sharing food. Like I said,
Alright,
they
we'll-
brought a lot of food with them,
We'll have
but
to figure out.
they were unable to hunt as they marched in and marched out. So
Well, it hasn't been 10 days.
They
since
can-
we were with them.
they can hunt them
Yeah,
like
we
that.
still have like 40.
I mean, I had, yeah.
There's only 3 days to get.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we ate on the 14th. We had food at the hotel. We've probably only gone through 9 of them.
I guess you could have waited and see if you can bucket a rabbit or something.
Yeah.
There's a fire. We could bake it in the fire.
I don't think they're gonna be too happy if we go to
Roasting marshmallows on their vampire preventing fire.
Shit, mine's on fire. You guys want any?
just after eating rabbit.
Yeah. Oh, the rabbit's on fire.
But yeah, you want to hunt something first?
Yeah, if we hunt
Sure.
something before the night falls.
Get some food.
13 plus 2. 15.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're hunting rabbits. You find two rabbits.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We have a
Awesome.
little
Nice,
rabbit.
huh? Just give us some
Alright.
rabbits, yeah.
Split up some rabbit.
Mhm.
Cook it on your little
Awesome.
campfire, not on the table.
Yeah. Be a little respectful.
We'll
Don't need
make
a line
a
of
little-
dwarves
we'll make a
beating the
little
crap out of
thing,
them.
and we got tinder box and stuff, no big deal.
Yeah, these guys have actual axes. That sticks. It's
Yeah.
not, that's not doing anything to piss them off.
I know, right?
Drink some wine.
Alright,
is it
yeah,
sacred
yeah,
to
we'll
you?
just- We'll just sit over here in our little area and just like, whatever. And then I think I kind of want at some point just kind of stand and look at the fire, respectfully look at their fire
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
before we do our break for dinner.
Right, sure.
It's routine.
And Otho says, keep an eye on the flames. Make sure none of those little bastards sneak out. So that's what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a little space inside the fire where it's still hot, but there's no actual flames. They'll try to rush it,
Oh.
and if they make it out, axis.
You've seen them make it out?
No,
You
that's what you do.
Oh. Have you seen them try to make it out?
No,
You think you've seen them try to make it out.
if you stare at the fire long enough, you start seeing.
Right, you do, yeah.
But I never found it did. And then he stops. One of the lost ones.
Have you ever just thrown your axe and just seen if you thought you saw something through your axe and really did see something and hit something?
I guess. No, I'm hanging on to my axe till they come at me, then I'm taking them out.
I got an extra axe. You want me to throw it in there? Actually, it's a dagger, but
I don't think you're supposed to.
Alright.
It's up to you.
I don't think I will because
Throw it,
it's
roll
dagger.
critical, hold
I
fire
know,
up
right, yeah.
In the morning,
Giant rush like bats out of a cave.
in the morning, and the fire, starts to die down right at dusk. Right at dusk, and Falco yells out to everybody, and he turns to one of you and says, "Tell everybody to be alert." Sometimes they try to sneak out right on the edge of it.
Oh.
They don't usually get very far in the sunlight, but they'll run out, kill somebody, and run back in. That's what usually happens. So everybody's on high alert right at dusk. And then the fire starts to die down so that almost sunrise, the 4Bs show up. And of course, everybody's covered in soot now because you sat out there for the green fire all night. And the 4Bs are all clean by comparison. And they go through the whole ritual with the leader of the 4Bs and Falco doing their whole thing. And he goes, so we're headed back home now. Which way will you be traveling?
We're gonna head
But-
east.
Yeah, east.
East.
What is home? Where's home?
They're heading eastish.
Are you heading eastish?
Jungle dwarfs don't really like to give you. Well, to protect the children. We don't really want outsiders to know.
Right. I'm not here for your kids, but.
You know, the information gets around. If you know where the 4Bs camp, you might accidentally tell somebody.
Well, we're heading east. We tell them we're heading east.
He goes, okay. And so he gathers up all his guys and heads directly north, which you know is not where he lives.
Wait, are we suspicious about that?
No, he's just
No,
going
he just-
long way
Well,
around.
well, yeah,
throw you
kind
off,
of going around and taking the long way
Yeah,
around.
because he's got another month before he has to come back. So.
So the
Right,
fire
yeah, so-
is out, right?
Yeah, the fire's
And
out
this
now.
entryway, and this entryway is a little dark.
Yes, the intro is
Can I
dark.
look in there with my dark vision and see if anything moves in there?
Ooh!
Can I just, and not like close.
No.
Right. Yeah.
I've seen where the doors stand.
You
I've
should
seen
do
where
that
the doors
before they
stand.
lit the fire.
Yeah,
so
I
you
should
can
have thought about that, but I
see
didn't
that,
think
yeah.
after. It's
Maybe
like,
just stay another night and do it real quick and
Maybe.
you see it.
Right,
But it's
and
morning.
the
I
4Bs
can-
now are scraping away the ashes and stuff.
Yeah, so I
you
go
see
up
where
to
they're
maybe about
standing.
where the 4Bs are scraping ashes.
Yeah.
You know, they're staying a distance away.
Mhm.
Do I see any movement in there?
No.
Okay.
In fact, if you're 10 feet away looking down the hall, you can see about 50 feet. You can
Yeah.
just see a tunnel.
Okay.
Now remember, this pyramid is 800 feet wide,
Okay.
800 feet deep, and 800 feet tall.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a squatty thing,
Yeah.
really.
Okay.
Is it 800 feet tall or is it 800 feet outside? It's 800 feet tall. It's 800 feet tall. Yeah, at 50 feet, nothing. Yeah, there's no discernible difference. In fact, you can see the soot's kind of building up in there.
Okay. But
The
it
way
doesn't look like maybe there was a
the way
footprint in
the-
any of the soot or.
the way the fire burns, right? It needs
Yeah.
oxygen, so it doesn't go too far in there. But yeah, past that, you're not
No
seeing
footprints in the
No
soot?
footprints in the soot.
You can put like what would happen if like a big tidal wave kind of went in there? It's big enough it wouldn't be able to go in, swirl around, take some of them and bring them out and kill them in the sunshine, would it? It'd probably just go in. right. And that would take a lot of water because this is big.
Yeah.
The mass.
I'm just trying to imagine how you're gonna get. Well,
I know, but
How you
like
get the
if
water?
you cast a
Then you-
tidal
right.
wave.
So you build a big tower and you fill it up with water.
No.
And
If
then you release it so that it goes into the.
I'm just thinking if you cast the spell tidal wave,
Yeah, that's like 60 feet.
does it only go 60 feet in?
Yeah, and then it goes.
It's not hitting anything swirling around
And
breathing.
it's only gonna go 60 feet. She can
Yeah.
see 50 feet. Ain't nothing.
No, right. But yeah, there's really, I'm just saying, if there was a way to get so much water in to come out and bring those guys out, but they don't want them out. I mean, during the day, it would just kill them, wouldn't it?
It would kill them. Yeah. They would
I
probably
want
run
me
back
to sneak
in.
in there and look. I can leave.
If it didn't kill them, they would,
Just run back in.
run back in.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay. I mean, I imagine they're just. No, they're not in there breeding, are they? I don't know if they're doing, but whatever. It's good.
No.
Whatever. Just go.
Vampires reproduce by going out and biting somebody else. and
Yeah,
they become
that's what I-
vampires.
that's what I thought,
so.
yeah.
And I don't think these people would take too well to us harassing their snapped up
Yeah.
Right,
vampires.
and
That's a little
the tricky,
delicate.
the delicate situation
Yeah.
is that could be somebody's kid you wash out of there.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be torn between kill the lost one, save my baby,
Yeah.
and you're causing a problem. It's basically your fault.
You won't-
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so you want to go, you don't want to go back to the city, you just want to head west.
Head
Try to get in
to the
contact
Temple
with
of
the
Head
Wonders
east.
and.
Damn,
We're heading east. Yeah, we're heading
east.
Trying to get in contact with 1Bs
Maybe
wherever we think they
1Bs
might
or
be,
some,
and
this.
head towards
Some
the
of these
Badlands.
outland guys.
This is the east coast, this is west.
So
Did I
west,
say that?
This is north, right? The one towards us
Yeah,
is
this
north.
is north.
So if you're
Okay, so
facing
then we're
one-
going west.
Yeah.
We're going west from.
And I've been
the city.
confused all night.
No,
But
we're-
we pointed the map. We're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
here.
We know where we're going. We're going towards the
This is the
Badlands.
East
You're going
Coast. This is the West Coast. That's north. So you're at the temple. You're gonna head west,
Yeah.
and you're gonna go directly west to get to the Dwarven lands.
Yes, we're gonna go 2
Oh, you're
days
here.
west, or
This
to
is
get
the rivers
to.
in the way, but that's Gary House City. You're down here at the temple.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna head 2 days west looking for dwarves.
Looking for the worms, at least. Because that puts us a day between the battle and what's going on up there.
Okay.
So were we incorrect or correct? Was it west to east?
We're heading east to west.
If you head west,
Yes.
Okay.
We're
you're
going
gonna
straight
run
to the Badlands.
into you're gonna run into the Temple Brothers. Is that what they call?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're
The
east.
Outcasts
If we
and
go,
then the Badlands.
we're in the east, and if we head west.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just reverse that. Okay.
And I reversed it like 8 times.
Yeah,
trying to get it.
yeah. Well, yeah.
We'll get there.
Next, that's not correct.
But we have a map, so we can point.
Yeah.
That's why we have a
You
map.
keep.
I keep moving it.
No,
Okay.
go back. But towards me now. Other
There
way.
you go.
Okay, I'm sorry. Not
It's
towards
important.
me.
All the people who watch this video, maybe these guys, they might watch the video and
Yeah.
see the map.
Right.
Because anybody else who watches the video knows what the map looks like. Okay, so everybody's gonna be level 2.
Cool. Level 2. All right.
So we're gonna level up everybody's character. We can spend a few minutes doing that.
Let's put that up.
It is 20 minutes to 11.
And then we just stop.
Well, unless they want to ask some questions about being level 2.
Yeah,
we'll
does
just
that
stop.
change?
Wait, do they need? Do you need
to
that on?
roll something?
No, you don't actually roll anything.
Okay.
But you will. Your hit points will change. Right, your hit dice changes. And then you want to look up your class to see if you get any additional features. For example, as a rogue, you now get the really cool thing that rogues get.
Being here.
You can do lots of stuff with your bonus action now. I forgot what it's called. Cunning action. That's what it's called.
Honey.
Cunning action. As a fighter now, you have second wind.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Do you have anything else? I don't really
Second
know.
wind. The fire table says second level. I get action surge.
Oh,
Action
surge.
surge. All right.
Yeah, that means you can take 2 actions in the same turn once. Then you have to rest. Long rest or short rest? I don't know. Yeah, short rest. Short rest is enough to do another action surge. That's fun. Give you a little extra. And then your hit points for rogue is 5 plus your constitution modifier gets added. And then for a fighter is 6 plus your constitution modifier gets added.
Okay. 8. Sweet. So I'm
Because now you might run into somebody with an axe. Couldn't
So-
need those.
How exactly does mine change? So I'm at 11 right now for my
Right.
hit points. So
So your
add
constitution modifier is plus 3.
Constitution modifier
Mhm.
is plus 3. Okay, so
Okay. So you add 5 and you add your constitution modifier.
I would add 8 in total.
Add 8 more, so now you have 19.
19.
Just a
Okay,
huge
I see.
constitution.
Mm.
I thought yours was.
Yeah. 14.
Yeah, she's 16.
Mhm.
And so how many hit points do you actually have?
I have 20 now.
20.
I had 12 originally.
Yeah, and she has 19.
Yeah.
She's always going to be one behind you.
Nice.
Because she gets more from her constitution, you get more from your class.
Yeah.
But you always be one apart.
Nice.
Yours is 3, because it's a d4, so 3 plus your constitution modifier. But your constitution is plus 4.
Okay. Maybe I don't know.
You might
Yeah.
be plus
I mean, I'll check it when I
We'll check it.
get home.
Yeah.
Yeah. level it up before we do this again.
And then we'll go through. We'll run into some dwarves. 3 kinds of dwarves.
Awesome.
And see how what do you call that? Belligerent they are.
Yeah. Well, we didn't mess with their fire, so I think that should be pretty calm, hopefully.
The problem is they're all isolated to the point
Yeah.
where all they do is talk at dawn. So it's gonna take a month for that story to get around.
Ah,
Yeah.
But eventually they will all know Jurors of Highguard helped with the fire.
Absolutely.
There we go. Yeah. And we hope we made some friends.
Yeah.
Nice.
what's a thieves' camp? That's what I had at first level.
It's